Alright, it's another day and we're back out in the garage, and I got the Jeep in the garage, and it's a bit of a tight fit, but there's actually more room in here than I thought there was going to be. So we've got a few projects to take care of. Let's see, we're going to install some fog lights on the bumper. I got these Traveler fog lights at Tractor Supply, and I really just kind of like the looks of them. That's why I got them. There's the box. They put out about 1,000 lumens, so that should be good. Good enough for what I need. The other project that we have is we're going to be installing some turn signals. So this is the front of the Jeep. It's got steel fenders on it. This is a 1998 TJ, and originally on the OE fender there was a turn signal right here. It was square. As soon as you put these aftermarket steel fenders on, you lose that turn signal and marker light. I do have a marker light right here, just a small little LED, and that's enough to get a sticker. We also have directional lights in the headlights, but when the headlights are on, they're very hard to see from a distance. The blinkers in the headlights is enough for me to get a sticker, but we're going to make a change. We're going to add a turn signal right here. This is just your standard LED. It's going to double as a turn signal. Now, over the years, if you followed Jeeps, you'll know that some Jeeps have a marker light or a turn signal right here. Over the years, Jeep has made quite a few different grills. So if you look outside, you can see Angela's JK, and she's got her turn signals mounted below the headlights, and so that's kind of what we're going for. We're going to add some turn signals to the front of this Jeep. We're going to leave the ones in the headlights connected, but we're going to add these lights to the front. Now, last year when I wired up the lights, I put these push-pull connectors, and these two wires, one is the marker light, the other one is the turn signal. So we're just going to splice into this. We're going to run one wire down, we're going to drill a hole, put the light in, we're going to wire it all up, ground it out so it works properly, and then we should have some new turn signals. All right, let's get started and see how this project goes. All right, so we got to find out which one of these wires is for the turn signal. I've got the turn signal going. Just use a test light for this. Got the test light grounded, and there it is. So the white wire is the one we're going to splice into. This is the feed. This is the side that goes to the light. So we're going to strip back this wire loom, and we're going to splice into this white wire right here. Alright, I found some light gauge wire that I had laying around. Should be fine. We're drawing very little power. These lights here only have one little LED in there, so I think we're gonna be good with the power draw. So this is what I like to use. I've done a lot of electrical over the years. I've always used the butt connectors that you crimp on. And the last couple of years, I've been using these, and I think I showed you these when I repaired the trailer. It's just a shrink wrap wire connector. You strip your wires back, solder in the middle. These two red bands here seal it up, and then you just use a heat gun to make your connection. So there's no crimpers involved. There's no anything. It's really pretty easy. So I'm going to try to utilize those here. First thing I'm going to do is add on to the black wire, which is the power, and then we've got this white, which I'm hoping to not touch. I'd like to use this eyelet. I'm hoping I could use a Tek screw inside the grill to create a ground for this. Hopefully there's enough wire there. So the first thing we're going to do is add to this black wire. So I got the heater going today. We're set on like medium setting, and I don't know, it's snowing outside and it's cold and miserable, and it's about 60 degrees in here, and makes a nice working environment. The first thing I'm going to do is just kind of strip this back just a little bit more than what they gave me. Go ahead and tighten these up. I'll take this black wire over here. Alright, get those stripped back, and you just feed these together like that. Make sure they overlap each other in the middle. Take your heat gun. I don't know if you can see that solder melt, and then that's it. Connection made. There's your nice connection, all soldered, weather tight. Shouldn't give you any trouble at all for a very long time. Alright, now over here on the Jeep side, we're going to take the white wire and we're going to cut it. And what we're going to do is we're going to strip this side back. And we're going to strip this side back. We've got our black wire coming from our light. Strip that side back. We're going to take our downstream wire, downstream from the connector. I'm going to twist these two together. It's hard to see. Twist those together. Let's see. We're going to have to use a larger connector on this one. So the one we used before was red. This one we're going to use blue because we've got a couple wires in there. And then we've got this wire that we have to put in there. cram everything in there as best we can. That's blocking your view completely. Alright, I got it. The mailman's here. Alright, I got the wires connected in there. Go ahead and use the heat gun, heat that up. Everything's going to melt, solder's going to melt, and we're going to be, let's see. There goes the solder. All right, connection number 2. Okay, we'll let that cool down a little. We'll go ahead and plug this back together, and we go turn the blinkers on, and we should have a good connection. Okay, I see the blinkers are on. We should have power to this light. Just have to ground it out, and this should work. Okay, so there's our new directional. So we've got power. So we got a good splice, and we're going to have to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, got the other side spliced in. Got all the lights working. Next step is to drill some holes. Put those lights in. And to do that, we're going to use this big hole saw. It's a 2 5/16 inch hole saw, which is what the light needs for it to, for this rubber grommet to fit in and lock into place. So I'm going to go ahead and lay those out, and we'll get them drilled. Man, it's beginning to look a little bit like winter around here. We've got a little snow coming through today. I hate winter. Okay, apparently it's not quite dead yet, but it's getting there. All right, we got both of those holes drilled, and I'm gonna clean up this a little bit, and I want to get some touch-up paint to put on there before I go ahead and pop the lights in. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, here we go. I got all the wiring done. We got the grounds hooked up. Put some touch-up paint on that bare metal, and this is the final product. So I think we're gonna like that. Should be a little bit better than what was there before. Let's try turning the headlights on. Alright, at least now we got some directionals with the headlights on that you can see. So yeah, alright, I think this is going to do the trick for me. We got to get these fog lights, or these driving lights. These driving lights hooked up, but this is really not much we can do today. We're just going to mount them on the existing holes in the bumper here. And there's really not much we can do today because I'm waiting for a switch panel. I'm gonna install a switch panel on the Jeep. Switch panel is gonna do the driving lights. It's gonna do some underbody lights installed, but everything right now is on hold, waiting for that switch panel. So hopefully that'll be here in about a week or so. But for right now, directionals on the TJ handled.